it's me, Cabernet, and today's video is a little different. This will be my first time ever making vegan tuna, and this tuna is from chickpeas, so I was surprised myself, and I'll be using garbanzo beans or chickpeas, which you see right here. So today's ingredients, I'll show you what they are. If you're like me and you're trying to be vegan or just trying it out to see if you would like it for long term, you would like to know how to make something like this, especially if you're missing tuna like I am. I grew up on tuna and I used to have it at least twice or 3 times, sometimes a month. So you have some boiled chickpeas here, and I live in Japan, so a lot of these products will be probably a little bit different, but I'm sure you can find them in America just as easy. In Japan, garbanzo beans or these chickpeas are kind of expensive. So this can was about $2 because it was imported from Italy. Right here, I'm going to be using some sazon for seasoning, some pepper, just a little bit. I probably won't use all of that pepper. I'll be tasting as I go. I have some salt here, just regular table salt. I like to put oregano in my tuna, so I have that. I'm just going to use a dab of Goya adobo. I love this seasoning on anything. And then I have some celery salt because, you know, that goes inside of tuna fish. And then I like everything spicy, so I'll be adding some cayenne pepper to my sandwich at the end. And I found that CHICKPEA mayonnaise in Japan is vegan. I did not know that. I was missing mayo, and then I read online that this is vegan. I'll be adding a little bit of lemon to my tuna, and this is what the mayonnaise looks like here in Japan, especially this brand. They do have real mayonnaise, but that one would not be vegan if I used it. Right here I have some nacho jalapenos. Like I said, I like it spicy. And then I have some real jalapenos right here that I'll be adding to the mixture. I do have some tomatoes sitting in some salt water just being cleaned, because when I took them out of the package it was kind of brown on the top. And of course, always wash your tomatoes. I would rather wash them in some vinegar water, but I'm all out of vinegar, so that's why I'm using salt water. Right here sitting in the sink. Of course, I'm going to take all that top part off and then just use this part. This is what made me buy them, because they were so red down here, but once you turn them over they were a little dirty. So the first thing I'm going to do is pour the garbanzo beans inside of this strainer and rinse them, because this is my first time being a vegan or having vegan food in my everyday diet, and this has been going on for about 4 days now, so I'm trying out new recipes that I've never tried before. The reason behind it is because I watched a documentary on Netflix. So I watched this documentary on Netflix, and it was talking about how you get your protein from vegetables, and nowadays a lot of people are eating more meat. I'm adding some salt here, just all of my seasonings that I showed you before, and it was just very eye-opening. So if you want to check out that Netflix documentary, it's called The Game Changers, and also I recommend Forks Over Knives because that was interesting as well. And I'm about 50% done with that one because it's kind of long. I'm adding the adobo now. And this is just going to make everything taste really good. Make it taste like tuna, I hope, because this is my first time trying it. That was the celery salt, and then I'm going to mash it. Now, I don't have a fancy masher. I'm going to be using a fork to mash, so hopefully this works. I do have a Vitamix, but I don't want to use that pie and put away, and I'm all about decluttering and simplifying my life, but I may have to bring it out since I'm trying this vegan thing. Be a little bit faster to do that. But anyway, it just was explaining how your blood and your plasma on the Netflix show, it was explaining how when you switch your diet to a vegan or a plant-based diet, your blood is clear, like see-through, and when you eat meat it's kind of cloudy. So it was very interesting to watch. So living in Japan, it's kind of hard to find, like, if you're on the go and you really want to like go to Burger King or someplace fast food and try to get like a vegan sandwich. It's kind of unheard of here. I know I went through Burger King's drive-thru 2 days ago and I was super hungry after work, and I was like, can I have a vegan burger? And they were all like, sorry, we don't have that. We can take off the burger and just give you the vegetables, or either you can take it off. So I was like, okay guys, I gotta be prepared when I am trying to be vegan, and tuna is perfect for that. It's like a grab and go meal. It can sit in the fridge for a couple of days and I don't have to be hungry after I get off of work. So I'm just about done mashing this, and the reason why they said to use chickpeas as a tuna replacement is because it's like most tuna textured like. So I found that interesting, and actually I should probably buy a potato masher. This would make it a lot faster and a lot easier, but it starts to look like this. Vegan meals for 4 days, and the onions come in a pack of 2 here in Japan, sometimes 4, and they're gone. So no onions for me. So let's keep going. Once the consistency looks about like this, I mean there's a few that's not mashed, but I think I'll be okay with that. It really does look like tuna. Like, if that was on a sandwich, I would believe it's tuna. It did not take long at all to make. I would say like a 5-minute prep, and you're done. Alright guys, let's see if my bread's ready. Set to assemble the sandwich. I am going to add some mock tuna or chickpeas, vegan tuna, and I tried a bit of this and it smells and tastes so good. And you can see some of my fresh jalapenos. I'm going to be adding in some of my store-bought jalapenos. Of course I can't leave without taking a bite. Honestly, all it's missing is onion. That's all for my video. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out a lot, and I really appreciate if you did that for me, since you can't comment. And if you have something you want to say to me, like I loved your tuna, your vegan tuna, I tried the recipe with all the seasonings that I use, hit me up on Instagram. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.